All right, we're on. Just gonna pick up where we left off. All right. Last time on Withstand. I don't know why my hit points are so low. Last time on Withstand, we messed around with our build for quite a while. Last time. And we kind of settled on this, but no shield and to block with the two-handed. I'm not so sure about that anymore. That was kind of late night thinking. I like to block a lot. Let's look at our build again a little bit. Ideally we want to keep pushing endurance until we have about 2 more pounds. The ideal is going to be, well, I don't know how much endurance we're going to need. We're going to get about another 1.2 per level, I think. Is that right? I'm not sure. Yeah, ideally, we want this. We want the Elite Knight Gauntlets, but the Knight Gauntlets are fine. We want the heavier Hollow Warrior Armor. And we want the Cracked Helm, because we've got the Hollow Warrior Helm, which is great. 3 boys. Ideally, the bigger, the 3-pound one. And then we want a shield. I think I'm still just going to go with East-West shield. We're at 97 equip load, which means we can carry, let's find out how much. Not 25, that's for sure. 97 divided by 4, we get 24 and a quarter. So we need to go a little bit lighter. Definitely going to have to wear the dad mask. You can wear a body that doesn't have poise on it, and it has to weigh less than 6.6. The Wanderer coat is always popular. Leather armor's good. I hate that cloak. I hate that gold hemmed robe that everybody wears. Leather armor's not bad. Wanderer coat's always good. We could wear the whole Wanderer set, but I like poise. Let's try the leather. Yeah, that'll do. It looks goofy. 23.2. Should be able to go with the heater. Still fast roll. We got 100% shield. Yeah, we just need, what's the difference in the body? 4.7 versus 6.6. So we need about 2 more pounds. We'll need to level up. So the last thing I said, so I set this stream, we're going to do Sens Fortress. We're going to get the covetous gold serpent ring. We are going to climb to the top and get the other Titanite chunk. We're going to come back down and kill the Black Knight in Undeadburg and the one in Undead Parish far above. Well, at the Dragon Bridge. And we're going to, hey, fellow Bonk user, hi there. What's your name? You're wearing Havel's armor and the Great Club. Fellow Dad Mask user. Multiple Dad Mask users. Hey, Brotherhood. Brotherhood of the Dad Mask. Let's get on with it. Let's climb Sens Fortress. Sens Fortress, the Titanite chunk at the top. That's what we're going for right now. Then we're going to come back. We're going to kill the Black Knights for their Titanite chunks. And then we're going to plus 15 this bad boy. And then we'll probably return to the Asylum. And then we will probably, because we want the Peculiar Doll to get into the painted world. We'll explain what that means later. And then we'll probably go kill Sif. Kill Sif, and if we have time, we might go ahead and do fourkings. I don't know if I have enough hit points for fourkings. We'll see how it goes. Might kill the iron golem. Wish I could see how much that does on the backstab. 551. Oh wow, a vagrant. Haven't seen one of those in a while. What do we get? Oh, 20 humanities. How very nice. Somebody died right there. Somebody died right there and left a bunch of probably humanity, a bunch of souls. Maybe they lost. I think they lost a bunch of souls right there. Is what happened. That's what that means. Another player lost a ton of souls right there, and that caused them. So we're going through with only 5 heals because we got power within. That'll be fine. We don't really need power within. Again, I was messing around at the end of the night last night. I was showing you how to use power within, and then I didn't put my heals back on. It's okay. Okay, let's see. I stand right here to aggro. There's 2 of these snake dudes, and there's a trap plate on the floor right there. So I kind of aggro the one, get him to trigger the plate. The poison dart should hit them. It didn't. Well, that sucks. Look at that stagger. Fantastic. Man Serpent Greatsword. That's actually a very good weapon. It only weighs 1 less. It requires a 24 strength. We can actually wield this. It's another weapon just like the one I've got. It's made for two-handing. It's a big damage weapon. Pretty straightforward. That's pretty good. Wow, that's a good weapon. We'll have to do a Man Serpent Greatsword run someday. Oh, I have to trigger the traps. They can't trigger the traps. So that would have been... I should have backed over that myself, and then it would have hit them. Which is kind of cute. Okay. Let's see. We already went and got the Titanite, so now we just have to run across here. Let's go ahead and do a heal. Normally, if I have a bow, I will shoot this guy to kind of get him to come to me. But we're just going to do it the hard way. This guy shoots at you right there, so you got to fight this guy kind of underneath. You can kind of run past him if you want. I just bonk him. 2 bonks to dead. That's a plus 13 right there. Don't get hit by that, you'll get knocked off. It doesn't actually hurt you, but it knocks you off. And so as we get higher up, it becomes a death sentence. People die right here. Again, we're just gonna block the magic. We're gonna get real close to this because that bolt will knock you back into it, and then you'll fall. Bonk and bonk. Trap. Large Titanite shards. If we want to level something else up in new game, we'll have plenty of large. You can buy those a little bit later on too. Alright, let's see. There's a guy here. He gets knocked off by a rolling ball. That teaches you that there's a rolling ball trap right there. Let me heal up. Maybe having 10 heals. Well, we've got 20 flasks. That'll be fine. So I'm going to show you a trick right here too, now that that guy's dead. If you aggro this guy, and get him to do his stabbing attack, he'll break the wall behind you. The other way to break the wall is to go up and turn. There's a mechanism that decides which way those rolling balls go, and right now they go out to the left. You can kind of see that in the dark, and then they roll down this ramp above us. If you go up there and turn it, you'll get a ball to come down here and it'll smash this wall, and that's one of the mechanics of this area. And there's something secret, but there's also a trick. You can kind of just give him a kick. And kick don't work? Okay, we'll give him a bonk. And then what you do, when he does that stab attack, that'll break the wall. Not that one, but you want to get here, get your back on the wall, and then you just want to stand here and block. And then he should eventually break the wall for you. And then you give him a little bunkadoo. There we go. Easy work. And now we're into this little area. And all it is this area. And there's an NPC to rescue, Big Hat Logan. He's a wizard.
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free, mold and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive.
Which, if you're a magic user, I used the master key. There is a cage key further up that you would go get the cage key, turn the ball to come down here and smash it, come back here with the cage key and free Big Hat Logan. We're going to get the cage key because it unlocks a shortcut to get back down from the top.
Oh, heavens.
But I took the master key at the beginning at character creation, and that opens up a bunch of little shortcuts, including you can set him free.
And I owe you a favor. I will return to Fourkings Shrine. Speak with me then, so that I may impart my sorcery.
Yeah, and if we were going to do a magic run, he would be someone we want to free him. And I think there's a couple different things you can do with him, like depending on how you play his story out. There's a lot of little NPCs in this game where you can play their story out different ways by talking to them at different times. And most of the time, the story ends with them going insane and becoming a bad guy, and then you have to kill him. Spoilers. It's not a very happy story. We're going to try to save one person, Solaire. We're going to try to keep him from dying. And his story's still pretty sad. There's a defense ring up there in that room. I might go ahead and get it. I never use it, but you know. These also drop a weapon, the Flamberge, which is a pretty cool weapon. It's a curved greatsword. So again, you'll notice the chain, the Ring of Steel Protection, you'll notice the chain on the chest comes out and curves to the back. Got another one of these little arrow shooters. Okay. Run through here. Here. There's a guy that wants to kill us. Backstab. Oh, didn't backstab. Just the 2 bonks. We're way overpowered. This club is way overpowered. It's crazy. This is just running down. Now, we're going to do some stuff in there in a minute, but first we're going to wait because there's a little trick. There's a ladder right here that goes down, but there's nothing down there that ladders the way back up. What we're actually waiting for is, again, for the giant stone boulders to do something for us. They're going to fill up the hole. Right? And then once they fill up the hole, where are they going to go? Right through the wall. And then we're going to follow it in. We're going to grab this ring right here. We're going to not get caught on the little lip. And we're going to wait for another ball. And then we're going to come back out. And don't fall in there. And that's it. And that's the covetous gold serpent ring, which we will sometimes use. Boosts item discovery. If I put that on, right now, our item discovery is at 210 with the 10 humanity that we're liquid humanity that we're carrying. If we put that on, it goes to 410. That's the max item discovery in the game. So if you need to get a drop from something like we did to get this club, 2% drop rate, it'll raise it. So with the covetous ring and the 10 humanity, the chance of getting our Black Knight weapons when we kill the Black Knights is going to be like 25% chance, I think. Now, look at this. Look at this guy. Get this sneaky guy right here. Okay. Can you see the chain? What does the chain look like? It's kind of hard to see on that tile. But look, it doesn't curve back. It curves forward. That's suspicious. If you've never played D&D, you don't know about mimics. Mimics are creatures designed to catch greedy adventurers. They pretend to be treasure chests. If I open that up, it will eat me and I will die. We're probably just gonna thwonk it. Oh good, it didn't die, so now we get to see how creepy it is. And listen to its creepy noises. It can grab you, it can eat you, it can kick you. It's scary and creepy. It's got a lot of hit points. We're gonna kill it pretty easy because this club is way overpowered. If you kill a mimic, you get the thing. My stream frame rate is really that low. Might just be my monitor. Okay. So we need to get back up. We could run back up, but those balls keep coming back down. There's a little elevator right here. This is another little lovely trap. Look how bloody it is. That should tell you something. You ride it up. You step off, and then you look, and it goes on up into a set of spikes that will kill you. That's beautiful. Okay. There's a door across here that unlocks from the other side, and I can't remember how to unlock it or what you get for your trouble. I'm gonna run up here. I think there's something else you can do in here. That goes back down to where we broke the wall. There's something else you can do to get behind that door, and I don't recall what it is. Right now the balls are going down that hallway, and the lever is on this side. So the lever is on the opposite side of where they go. So if we want to point the balls to go out that hallway over there, we put it over here. And then they'll go out that way. Okay. That's the way we're going, up that stairway over there. But we can go back down now that this is clear. And we can jump off. That's what it is, I think. I think we jump off. And kill this guy. And we get this item. Oh, large soul. That's nice. That's quite a few souls. And then not sure where this is. That goes back down. That goes back down to the opening area. There's a platform. I'm not sure. I don't know if I've ever gone that way. It's not what we're here for today. You can also go this way. The black sorcerer set and the sorcery hush. That's kind of neat. Then there's the door that opens from this side. I'm not sure where that other little thing goes, but you drop down from it and it goes back somewhere else. Well, this is it's kind of obvious to say. It goes back somewhere else, right? I don't know what the point of it is. I don't think I've ever gone that way. This time we're gonna run up here, and then this is the way up. Another little arrow trap, double roll, get past it. Another one of these. And I believe for this one we just get ready, and then when they go we just run past them straight. You just have to sprint. And then here's some more snake mins. More snaky do. Double bonk snaky do. And then I believe we just run up here. We bonk this guy. And then down here, and there's a guy down at the end of this hallway that can kind of come back if you let him, and he can get behind you and cause you some trouble. Oh, that wasn't very nice. Alright, hang on. Hang on, buddy. We're just gonna take a drink. Wasted Estus. Double bonk. More Titanite shards. See, that shows how far ahead we are. They're trying to give you enough Titanite shards to level up to a +10. In which case, if you were fighting these guys with like a +5 or +6, you'd be having to hit them 3, 4, 5 times. They hit hard. They're scary. You know, they do a lot of poise damage. Oh, here's another trap. Look at that guy. He's trying to shoot you with lightning while you're trying to run across that stuff, and the lightning bonks you or pushes you. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna throw a fireball. Oops. Okay, hang on. Wait for the lightning. Oh, I gotta get a little closer. The lightning. Throw the fireball. Dodge the lightning. The lightning. I keep hitting the wall. I'll never do that. Okay. Step out there. There we go. For the lightning. It's a fireball. One more. Lightning. Fireball. Easy work. Okay, and then this one, look, people have died here. So this tells you it's a skinny little platform, but you only got to run past the 2, and then you can wait, and then you run past the other 2, and then we're there. There's really nothing over there. This little hallway here, there's a you can trip the arrows if you want. There's nothing over there. There's just a place for that guy to stand. If you hug the wall, you won't trip the arrows right there. And then here we are to the upper portion of Sens Fortress. Now, here, the gimmick is you have somebody up high throwing big exploding bombs. So you don't want to stick around in one place very long. You want to run over here, you want to grab this, and then you want to jump off this little cliff, because right here is the bonfire in the upper portion of Sens Fortress. How convenient. We're going to go ahead and rest at it. Okay. We could level up if we wanted to. I don't really care. I don't think I have enough souls. Maybe if I use my soul items. The bonfire returns you to the little place where the arrows triggered, where you had this last little spot right here. So you just hop down and run right back up. Now we're back up here where this guy's throwing big bombs. Okay, I'm just gonna run ahead of him. See the black marks on the ground? That's where the bombs tend to land. And it covers this whole area in fire, so you don't want to be here. See? That's where I just was. More large shards. This is just a test of your control skills again. You're going to be running on narrow platforms while you're being shot at and you're under pressure. There's a guy down at the end of this hallway. He never aggroes unless you go down there, and there's nothing down there and there's no reason, so I don't mess with him. This is the shortcut. When we get the cage key, we'll come back and we'll open those cages in their elevators. But first, we're going to go up here, and then you got to run this little skinny area, and of course there's an archer shooting at you. You can hear him. Bombs will land right here, so you got to keep moving. Look at that. Look at there, employee of the month. Look at you. Really trying to get that 25-cent raise, McDonald's. You can go this way. I don't believe there's anything over here. There might be like a divine blessing in a box. No, there's nothing over here. Oh, maybe try humanity. Maybe there's a invader right there or something. Don't know. Let's see. And then up here we have a friend. Hi, buddy. Oh, he stomped me. I gotta be careful. That's it, pretty much. Avoid the feet, avoid the fists, kind of try to stay under them. Sometimes it's easier to fight him without being locked on. That's the Titanite chunk that we needed. That's the Iron Golem. We could go and beat him right now. It would be zero trouble, and we would get a bunch of extra souls. It'd be funnier to kill him with a plus 15. Funniest would be to kill him with power within, and if we die, then we just go back to that little bonfire that was just right down the way, and the fireball throwing guy is dead. But if you didn't kill him, he'd be throwing fireballs at you while you try to fight this guy. Imagine that. No fun at all. Okay, so let's hit fire within. Let's go two-handed. Let's just see how fast this guy dies. Okay, we'll just keep an eye on our health and we'll heal up if we start to get low. He does like a long-range attack. Not even going to lock on. Just going to let him get in the middle. There's some stuff that can happen. He has a grab attack, and he's kind of a jerk, and he'll throw you. Oh, look, he's getting staggered. Look, he's getting staggered. Oh my god. Look at these huge chunks. Look at that. What an idiot. What a joke. Wow. Pathetic. Pathetic and disgusting. What a moron. That was just with the plus 13. Large club is obscene. Okay, so power within is still ticking our hit points down. We're going to keep an eye on that. We got 4 heals left. We just pop a heal real quick. What a maroon. Okay. So there's a few other things to do up here. If we want, we can go get Rickard's rapier, which is kind of neat. We can kill that guy if you want to. It doesn't really matter. It's just another one of those Iron Knights. What do you call them? Really, the main thing we want to do is we want to unlock this shortcut. And care about him. So this is another little way that you have to go, and this is a test of your bravery and your ability to jump. Double tap A. Was it B? Double tap B. To jump gaps, you sprint and you hold down B to sprint. Oh, that's the guy who was serving those rolling boulders into the fortress, the lower section. You can go kill him if you want, but he respawns. The other guy doesn't respawn. To jump a gap, okay, and you'll see you have to be on this side because it's just close enough. If you jump from the other side, you'll fall. If you fall, you usually won't die unless your hit points are low. And if you fall, you can get a crossbow, sniper crossbow down there, but we don't use crossbows. Who cares? But to jump, you sprint and then release and tap while holding forward. So you're running, you're sprinting, you tap B, and you'll jump. Okay. There's no actual jump button in the first several Dark Souls, but in Elden Ring, Soulsman requires the ability to jump vertically, and then you have to change your whole control style. So this is an NPC. Obviously, he's an NPC, but he's a merchant. Okay, so he will sell the black fire bombs, which are the stronger version of the fire bombs I use. I never really need them. It doesn't matter, you know. For what I use them for, I can just throw 2. He does sell the large Titanite shards and the green Titanite shards, so you don't have to farm these anymore. You can come see him if you want to upgrade other weapons. He sells a few different things. He sells the Katarina armor, which I never took you to meet. What's that guy's name? Sigurd, something like that. There's a much beloved Onion Knight. Sigurd of Katarina, I think his name is, and you can buy his armor here. It's quite expensive. It's quite heavy. It has good poise. It's neat armor. It looks cool. It makes you look chunky and onion-headed. Steel Knight, that's what those are called. Steel armor, steel helm, steel gauntlets, steel leggings, and Boulder. These are the guys that we fought in the Sword Knight guys that we fought in the Undead Parish. So you could buy several sets of armor from him, and then defense rings. Again, don't really use defense rings in this game, but if you wanted to, they're there.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy anything. He's annoying. So then we gotta run down here and grab this cage key. Don't fall off here, especially coming back up. It's a long drop, no guardrail. Kind of annoying. This guy's a jerk. Big weapon, they die. This game is kind of a lot less fun with the big, scary weapon. You know, I've been meaning to run through it. Like I like the battle axe. Also, it's still battle axe and mace are strong weapons, right? They're fast and hit hard, so they're, you know, I think it's just designed that once you get your bearings, know the traps, know the monsters, this game just gets easy, right? And then there's the new game cycle. You're supposed to take it up to new game, up to +7, where everything gets a lot harder. Uh-oh. See, not far enough to die. Sniper crossbow, and then there's a couple of Boulder Knights down here. So the scary thing happened, and it wasn't really that bad. Oh, look at that. See what I mean? Get out of here, buddy. Get out of here with that. See, he was there to ambush me. I didn't even know it. And there's another one right around this corner. This one is the kind that parries. Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was the kind that parries you. Backstab. And then, now that we've encountered mimics, now we always check. Where does the chain go? You can see it curves back, so it's safe. Flame stone plate ring. We've learned that stone plate rings are defensive rings, so that boosts fire defense. Not bad. Might use it later. No, probably not. because I got the fab ring and I don't want to take it off. And then now we're just back up to here. So it turns out we could have run down there from the start, but we had that guy throwing bombs at us. That's the way back into the lower fortress. I'm gonna run right past, run on up. At the bonfire, helpfully marked, hidden path ahead, very nice. Thank you, other players. We could go kill that Steel Knight. I usually don't bother. You know, why invite defeat? Come on, buddy. Last one I killed with fire bombs, right? His big deal is he has a double bonk and a big shield. So he'll catch you with a double bonk. Oh, I just got a free Estus. Somebody kindled the bonfire nearby, and I got a free Estus flask. That was so nice. So let's see. You want to try to trade bonks with him, and then he'll do a double bonk on you right when you go in. Now he's going to go drink. Drink. How dare you. See, there's this double swipe. But he also has a double bonk that's like an overhead, and he'll swing twice back to back real fast. And then the only other thing in this area is the Ghost of Rickard. Well, the Hollow of Rickard. You can come down here, and it takes forever. So I usually don't do it because I just don't like running all the way over here. But the Hollow of Rickard himself, another knight like Oscar, he's a dex knight. He uses a bow, and then if you get close enough, he'll switch to his rapier. We're just gonna triple bonk him. He didn't even get a chance. He pulls out this rapier, and then he'll try to parry you. It's good. It's a good rapier. Okay, check the chains. Those chains are both safe. This is, I think, this like a rare ring of sacrifice and a divine blessing. Yeah, divine blessing is a full heal. It's really nice if you need it. There's only a few of them in the game, but you know they're worth using. Humanity will also heal you if you want. If you really don't have enough heals, you can put these on your hotbar, and they will heal you to full as an item. So that's that. That's pretty much all of Sens Fortress except that one little ledge I didn't jump down, and I didn't go down onto the floor at the bottom in the opening area. There's a bottom area, and the floor is covered in sticky tar that you have to have the rusted iron ring to run on properly, and it's full of those Titanite demons. That big thing that I fought with the tail way back at the beginning. So if you need Demon Titanite, you come back in there and you farm those. The Demon Titanite is for upgrading boss weapons typically. So if these soul items, I've been collecting. Soul, Core of an Iron Golem, Soul of Quailag, Soul of the Moonlight. Each of these has two options. You can follow an upgrade path. You get a +10 weapon of a certain kind, and you go to a blacksmith, and then the giant blacksmith in Anorlando, which we'll go to soon or in a while, maybe next stream. And you can upgrade these into special weapons that are then upgraded further to +5 through Demon Titanite. Which we've managed to find one of so far, but those Titanite demons, the things with the missing head and the big long staff and the tail that I told you, they're linked, and each one that you kill makes the next one harder. There's a whole room, there's like 5 of them in the bottom of the Sens Fortress at the beginning. So those are the only things that we didn't do in here, except for kill that guy, but he respawns, so there's not really any reason to kill him. What did I say I was gonna do? Oh, the cage key. Right. The cage key. That's right. Okay. I had to remember where I was. Because I fell. I was going to hop across here. Remember, the cage key would unlock if you don't take the master key at the beginning. Then the cage key will unlock Big Hat Logan. And then I'm going to use it here, and then this is going to take us back down. It's an elevator to the beginning. So now we can take this shortcut back and forth anytime we like. And we got this guy to deal with. We're just going to run right over here because we've got his brothers up there going to shoot us. We're just going to wait right here. We're going to bonk, bonk, and we're going to go bonk, and he's dead. Okay, and then we've got that lightning guy shooting at us. So we're going to try to move a little quickly. We're not going to take any chances. If you get knocked off, you go down in there, and then that, again, you can see there's the Titanite demon I was talking about, and there's 5 of them down there. And it's like 1, 2, 1 here, maybe it's 4. I think it's 4. There's 1 here, and there's 1 in this little cave up under there where there's a couple items to get, and then there's 2 more on the other side of this wall at the bottom. And the ones on the other side are like the most annoying ones. Sometimes I can't even... I don't think I've ever even gotten killed. Maybe one time I got him killed. Oh, these friends. Hello, friends. Alright. That was Sens Fortress. What you're really supposed to do when you beat the Iron Golem at the top, there was that glowing ring. And that glowing ring is how you get to a new area called Anorlando. And that's the end of the middle game, Anorlando. You're supposed to move on to Anorlando and go through a whole bunch of stuff and defeat Ornstein and Smo and receive the Lord Vessel. And then that is how you unlock warping from bonfire to bonfire and how you start the second half of the game, where you defeat collect the 4 Lord Souls. I'm still trying to get the good hollow helmet. Hoping oh, you know what? This is where we can increase our item find rate. Maybe we'll get it. Okay. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go defeat the 2 Black Knights. So one of them is this way. Again, I released my movement stick, was positioned directly behind him, and only pressed R1 with no other inputs, and that got me the backstab. To parry like that, you use the left 2 trigger, right? Left 1 is to block, left 2 is to parry. You tap it, and you tap it when the enemy's weapon is on the downswing towards you. So they'll try to trick you by making the upswing really slow, and then and then the downswing fast. So some are harder to parry than others, and I think some bosses can't be parried. Well, I don't think bosses can generally... No, bosses can't be parried. Except for Gwen. I don't know everything about the game. I don't know everything about parrying. Didn't get the helmet. I'm still trying to get the helmet from these guys. Okay. One of the Black Knights is down there. Actually, don't want to go this way. I know half of you are probably screaming at your monitors right now. I tried to multi-stream on Twitch. I got part of it set up, but it was time for me to stream, and I didn't have it. I couldn't get it. Couldn't get it to work. It just said couldn't connect. So inevitably I did something wrong. I probably put the URL in wrong. But I'll try to have it up for the next stream. The boar doesn't respawn, right? Archers are annoying. Come on, buddy. I could run past all these guys. You know, it's not like they're difficult, but I want to try to get that helmet. And these guys that wear that level 2 armor, that silver chest plate, they drop the good helmet too. The guys that wear the chainmail version, okay, watch. Parry. The spear guys are really easy to parry. They have a big slow down swing, so it makes it easier. Yes, that's the one. Okay, cool. Look. So that hollow helm. Hang on, let's make sure we're not going to get backstabbed. Okay. That hollow helm weighs 3, but it has 5 poise. So if you compare that to the standard helm, 3.5 and 5 poise, right? Eventually, it would be nice to probably wear the knight armor if we get enough endurance. But with the weapon this heavy, it's hard to get into heavier armor and still fast roll. You know, that's why a lot of people just mid roll. You know, because you get the same amount of iframes when you mid roll. You just get kind of a smaller window to time it. I guess the timing is the same. I guess the timing is the same, but jerk. I didn't get close enough. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. I guess the timing is the same. But it's like the speed of recovery. Maybe there's more punish frames on a mid-roll. We'll have to look that up. We'll have to look that up so that I'm not lying to you. I don't know quite everything about this game, but I feel like I've learned a lot over the years. You know, I got this when it came out on PC as Prepare to Die edition, and then I played it and hated it and quit. And then I picked it up again, and at that time I was playing a lot of PlanetSide 2 and I was using my controller a lot, and the right stick press R3, which is the button that flips your camera, it's also the lock-on button. Or is it left? I think it's left. Whatever. Yeah, the lock-on, left stick. Clicking left stick had become unreliable on my controller, and I didn't buy a new controller. So I couldn't lock on when I finally decided to learn to play Dark Souls. So I learned to play this game without locking on, just using the bandit class with the battle axe, not understanding any of the stats or any of the armor or anything, and no ability to lock on and circle enemies. So I learned kind of the two-handed, no lock on, no block bonk method early on, and that's how I got good, or whatever. You know, I'm not that I'm really good, but that's how I got my muscle memory locked into the game. And now I can kind of use everything. We'll see how good I am when I play Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring. This guy is there to surprise you. He's pretty scary. His weapon is real scary. The Black Knight Greatsword is a fantastic weapon. He drops a Titanite chunk. He's supposed to be a lot scarier than that, but I'm over-leveled, over-skilled, and that... I mean, if you come up here at the beginning when you first get access to this area, you have to backstab him probably like 5 or 6 times. And that greatsword will one-shot you. But I have so much endurance that I just blocked his greatsword, and then I caught him with one backstab and he died. So it was kind of anticlimactic. Another way you can beat him is you can aggro him and you can drag him down these stairs. And then what I used to do sometimes before I even level up is I come down here and then I'll circle him around this fountain and throw fire bombs. And you can firebomb him to death here. Another thing you can do is you can run him out there with the dragon and the dragon will roast him. Sometimes that works, but that's a good way to get yourself killed. Let's see. I don't want to go past the dragon, but I want to go back to Lower Undead Berg. So we're just going to do rats. Okay. Little rats real quick. Okay. And then this nice gentleman. And again, what have we learned? What have we learned? All right. For it. I don't want him to. Oh, hang on. Give me a second. Oops. Oopsie. Oopsie. Hang on. What have we learned? It's not close enough. Do it again. One more time. He wants to back off. Yeah. There we go. Got to get close enough to get the parry. That was kind of difficult for spacing wise. And I didn't want to just back him up under here because there's another guy right here. Now the reason we came underneath here is because if we run out across this bridge, the dragon will come and roast us, and I don't want to really deal with it. The shortcut back to Undead Berg is down here, and we're gonna go. Oh, he roasted everybody up there. That's nice. Little bonus souls. I'll slide right down here. Now remember, our last bonfire was up at Sens Fortress. Right? So why don't we just go ahead and light this and rest here. Not that I think I'm gonna die, but running out of here, we have all these guys. So what I like to do is I like to go over here and bonk the archer. And then turn and wait for this guy. And bonk him. And then you should have these guys should aggro. We can just fight them. That guy. Probably go see the Undead Merchant and re-up my bombs and stuff real quick. Kick. Bonk. Oh, I never taught you how to kick. Kick. It doesn't work with certain dex weapons that have a backstep swipe, which we could talk about some other time. But almost every other weapon, if you're one-handing and you press forward on the stick and R1 at the same time, you do a kick attack. Boom. Right? And that's really good. It's good you can. Oh well, I just did that. But you can kick. Basically, if you do it, you can kick shields. A lot of times. Kind of like a little kick stagger. Missed. Should probably check my weapon durability. Oh, it's 232 out of 250. Okay. Your weapon refills its durability every time you upgrade it. So you don't really have to watch your weapon durability too much until you get to get a level plus 15, in which case you stop upgrading, in which case you will start, your durability will start to decrease over time. You know, anything like hitting a wall, hitting an enemy, you'll suffer some durability loss.
Oh, there you are. Where have you been hiding? I guessed you'd hop the twig for certain. Bah, shows what I know.
Okay. I'm just gonna top up throwing knives, top up fire bombs. I don't really want to buy anything else. Buy the residence key, and I could show you that, I guess. I don't really want to. There's just a guy down in Lower Undead Berg that you can set free. I mean, we don't need it. He sells sorceries. He goes back, you set him free, he goes back to Firelink, and then he sells sorceries. So if you wanted to do a magic build, you set him and Big Hat Logan free, and then they have a story You buy all their sorceries, and then they go turn hollow, and you kill them. You know, later on. There's weapons for sale here. The normal club is really good. The reinforced club's pretty good. You know, I always buy the heater shield at the beginning. Chain gear. I don't think we're going to end up using it. See, that's another chain helm 3.0 for 5 poise, right? So that's another thing is you could just grab that instead of that hollow helm. It looks really ugly. Chain leggings 4.6 for 7 poise. That's way worser than the hollow waistcloth that I'm wearing. It's also 7 poise. It might be more defense. Physical defense 18. But for a 4.6 weight, 13 versus 18, you get 5 more physical defense from the chain legs. With the same poise and the 4 point and like with 3 more weight. No way. Not with a heavy weapon like this. With a lighter weapon, maybe. What did we come here? Oh, yeah. The Black Knight. There is a Black Knight that I have skipped this whole game. And you can kill him. You can kill him at the beginning. You just have to... Like, he's kind of scary at the beginning. Okay, remember, this guy comes out of the side right there at you. Right? Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, I got my wolf ring off, so I don't have as much poise. Battle axe drop? No, we're on shield. Too bad. I like the battle axe. You can buy the battle axe for 1,000 from Andre, though. Just killing all these guys. I forgot I've got my covetous ring on. I didn't even show you the Black Knight Greatsword. Could show it to you. I can't use it. Don't have the stats. Right, the stats on it: 32 strength, 18 dex, and I've only got 8 dex, so I'd have to put 10 levels just for the dex, and then what is that, like 6 more levels just for the strength to wield it. But it looks super cool, right? And it does all those moves that, well, we didn't really get to see his moves, but it does those cool moves that the Black Knight does. It's really neat, but it weighs 14, so I mean, you know, again, you're running around like a little naked beef jerky, or you have a ton of endurance to fast roll with that. Most of the time you use that, you wear heavy armor, you just heavy roll, and you just don't roll, you just tank through defense, pure defense. But I like to fast roll, set it 100 times. Greatly prefer it. I don't know why I'm killing these guys. It's just a habit. Every time I come through here, I kill them. Just because I don't like them. They stand up here. I can't get the firebomb. They stand up here and they throw firebombs at you every time you cross that little bridge. And it's really annoying because it forces you to run right into that room where that sword guy comes out, because he's standing behind this door. The sword guy comes out and stabs you in the side while you're trying to fight the 2 axemen. It's, you know, for a new player, that's a lot at once. Okay, bonk him. See if he drops a titanite. No. Okay. This is another little meat grinder, because you got the spear guy and the 2 sword guys, and when you're a new player, you know, they'll tear you up. Alright, so I usually just do like this. Think. Oh, buddy. You know, and then I'll put my shield up and I'll wait for him to take a swing. Step to the side. Well, that didn't work, see? Well, I usually step to the side or circle and backstab. And then this guy. Kick attack. Bonk. And then this guy comes down. This guy, the first time you fight him, he stands behind that barrel. He kicks that burning barrel down at you. You have to dodge. But ever after, he'll come down as soon as you engage the spearman. Oh, look at that, man. All that damage is like some pretty like soul level 50 something, right? Soul level 50, and those guys can still do a ton of damage. Now, granted, my hit points are pretty low. So if this guy hits me, I'm gonna probably suffer, right? He could probably still kill me. Okay. I'm going to take him out of the narrow corridor. I'll usually fight him down there now because I know how to fight him. But when I first started fighting him, I bring him all the way up here so that I've got room to sort of like let him move. See, he does that little stab. If you've got 100% shield, even at like level 3 when you start, you can block all his hits. He's scary. He's intimidating. He keeps a lot of pressure on you, right? But you can block him, right? Fighting him's a good way to learn stamina management and blocking. When to let your sword down to gain your stamina back quickly. Spacing, timing, right? And then you know, maybe I could switch to. Yeah, whatever. I was thinking I could switch to a lighter weapon and show you more, like, but you just get around him. There's some moves of his are too fast to get behind him. Like I see like that, he starts to turn too quick. But the one where he starts with the shield, for sure, and the one that has 3 swings, 2, 3, get behind him, backstab. Every time. And of course I killed him because my weapon is super overpowered, but if you have a lower, like if you have a beginning weapon with no upgrades, you backstab him like that 4 or 5 times and he'll be dead. Maybe 7 times and he'll be dead. His sword is also one of the greatest weapons in the game. These are three of the best weapons in the game right here. The Black Knight's sword, again, I don't have the stats. It needs an 18 dex. But a lower strength, it needs a 20 strength. So I'd have to get 10 levels in dex to even use this thing. But again, it's got a smaller reach, but it's got cool moves and really hits hard. And it upgrades with Twinkling Titanite, which we've got more than enough of. 20. It upgrades with I think 10 Twinkling Titanites. So we could upgrade those weapons for fun if we wanted to. It's like 10 Twinkling Titanite and 10,000 souls. But the important thing there was that we got those 2 knights, the one at the top of the tower and the one here in Undead, they drop Titanite chunks, and that's what we needed. To upgrade to a plus 14. And then a Titanite slab we already have to upgrade to a plus 15. So now we're going to go reset our bonfire to Firelink Shrine, which is my favorite place. There's one other place I like. There's an alternate you can kind of do. Remember that gold armor guy? Oh, almost didn't kill him. Remember that gold armor guy at the beginning that I kicked off the cliff? You find him in a cage on your way up to the Undead Parish, and then you let him go, and then you find him down there at the Firekeeper. If you don't kick him off the cliff and take his ring, the FAP ring, right away, which is what I did, you can wait. And then after a certain point, it's after you've recovered the Firekeeper soul from Blighttown, where all those toxic guys were. After you've recovered that, you come back up from Blighttown, and you discover that guy Lautrec in the gold armor has murdered. Oh my God! Will you please? You discover that he has murdered the firekeeper at Firekeeper Shrine, at Firelink Shrine. And you can get her armor, which is a cool cloth armor set. And the fire at Firelink Shrine is dark, and you can't rest at it. So you have to move somewhere else and kindle something else. So I will usually then, if I do that because I want to kill Lautrec in revenge later and get his armor, I'll usually just kindle the I'll usually kindle the kindle the fire up there by Andre. Is what I'll usually do. Undead Parish. And you get that to 20 because it's just as good. And after you get through Anorlando, you can warp around anyway. So you just have to have one. You just have to have one kindled, and you can use it. People like to use bonfires all over the map because they don't want to run a long distance. But I just run a long distance, you know. I don't care. Oh, you know, we're gonna kill him later. Because he's a rat. That dad mask, how about that, huh? Those gross feet. Timing and spacing, right? I see a lot of these guys how they play. They don't block. They just time and space. You know, I see you out there when you play like that, but I also think like, why don't you block sometimes? You know, because I'll see them do that. They play like that, and then they take tremendous damage. They get hit when they don't need to get hit, when they could have just blocked. You know, not really that. It's not that difficult to use everything. Well, whatever. I shouldn't criticize other people's playstyles because I talk about how I don't like them to criticize mine. Anybody wants to join the chat? I'm trying to keep an eye on it. I don't see anybody else on. No, I still haven't figured out where to really watch that. Let me take a little second here. See if I can watch my back into my stream over here on my other monitor. Yeah, I can see one watching. It's not managed videos though, right? I want like. Studio, is that right? I'm still new to all this. Studio, dashboard. Comments. Let's go live. Upload. Yeah, other than watching it, I don't know. I don't see it. Whatever. We're gonna. I got a lot to learn. It's fine. Yeah, I want to reinforce my large club. See, I could get these straight to +5 if I want. About 10,000 souls each. They're really great weapons, but we're doing this one for now. And then the 15 requires 800 souls on the Titanite slab, which we got off the lizards at the beginning. So now we have the strongest weapon, one of the strongest weapons in the whole game. Attack rating, it looks like physical 300 plus 198 strike. It's an A-rated strength scaling with 200 poison per hit. So in 3 hits, it'll poison if the enemy is susceptible to poison. And I mean, you know, what more can I say? It's a big weapon, you know. Ain't bad. 85,000 souls. We're gonna run back to Firelink. I could Homeward Bone, but I'm down to like 3 or 4 of them, so I'm gonna save them. We'll buy some more later from the female undead merchant when we need some. We'll go buy a handful. But for right now, we're gonna level up. We're gonna add some more endurance. We're going to try to get into our ideal armor set, see how much it weighs, and then we're going to try to hopefully push into it. And then we're going to come up here and we're going to go back to the asylum and we're going to get some more souls. But I don't want to go to the Stray Demon with 85,000 souls because it's kind of it's a fight where I can die and then die again before I get my souls back. Alright, so let's see. No, well, we could push strength. We should push attunement, would be nice. But what we need to do, so we need to look at our ideal equipment loadout, which is the heavier hollow helm, the heavier hollow soldier armor, and those are not especially better. It's like 1 defense, 1 stat for 0.2, so we'll just keep the night gauntlets, right? But these are better by 2 poise, and this is better by 4 poise, and this is better by 2 poise. So that's better, and that's a total of 30 poise, which would put us at 70 for the set, which I think this is a pretty good build. 70 poise is pretty good, and then we can use whatever shield we want. The heater is 2 pounds for a 100%. If I have to, I can go down to make room up to a whole pound. But we're looking for an equip load 29.1 times 4 is 116.4. Man alive, that is just rough. 116.4. Tell you that 11-pound weapon really holds you back. Okay, so 92, 93. So we get 1.2 each level. So what does that mean from 116 minus 92.4 is 24. 24 divided by 1.2. We need 20 more levels in endurance to wear this. So we have to get to a 57 endurance. That's probably not going to happen. If we sacrifice 5 poise, see, but doesn't that look cool? right? Hollow swag, you're like looking like a real hollow soldier, right? I think that's cool, you know? I like that a lot. If we make some sacrifices, right? We can drop 0.4 here. We can drop 0.6 there. That loses 6 poise. Those are the best gloves. Because there's nothing else with poise on them. It's that light. Then we drop to 27.5. 27.5 times 4 is 110, right? 110 minus 92.4 is 17.6. And then divided by 1.2, that's 14.5 levels, so 15 levels. So we're looking at 15 levels of endurance or 20 levels of endurance, and all the while not upgrading hit points or strength or attunement. So let's assume that we're going to wear the giant dad mask, the dad mask, and then probably try to go with the higher, replace, get the 4 poise there, and then that brings us to 25 poise. So we're sacrificing 25 poise for 97, 27.3. What do we say? It's 27.3 times 4 is 27.3. Yeah, times 4 is 109.2 minus 97 is 12 levels, 12.2. 12.2 levels to hit our desired goal of there's 110 something. I'm gonna backtrack. $27.5 times, hang on, 27.3 times 4, 109.2. So 109.2, and we needed, what did I just say? What about 1.2? No, 109.2 minus 97. It's 12.2. We got to get 12.2 more equip load, right? Now the thing is, we could use the Havel ring and get like 50% more equip load. We'd be up to, I don't know, like 100 150 almost, and so we could easily fast roll with a better armor set. But I'm trying to use a lighter armor set and then use the Wolf ring to gain the extra 40 poise, because we can get way more poise. You can use the Elite Knight set at like 140 equip load or something, like 132 equip load, something like that. But plus your weapon and your shield. But it only has like 38 poise. So, we're trying to keep our poise high and use the Wolf ring. That's what I like to do. And a lighter armor with a slightly lower defense and a fast roll. I don't know. It's just a way to play, right? You can play it a ton of different ways. A lot of people you'll see play this, they just wear Havel's armor and the biggest weapon, and they're like, oh, this game's too easy. Because you're just walking through, not even dodge rolling. You're not even learning how to use the core mechanics of the game. You're just straight tanking through everything, And I may end up doing that on fourkings. We'll see, We'll see. So it's not one rule for me and one for you. I do everything. I do some of the same stuff I complain about. 110.2, right? 109.2. Right. $27.3 times 4. Well, we could also back off. Well, let's see where we're at, right? I said it's 12.2 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can only get 5 levels. Oh my god. 103.3 after all of that. Alright, so then 103, let's see, 103.3 minus, no, divided by 4, 25.8. So what equip set can I get for 25.8? Right, I can reduce that to 26.1. I could do that. I could wear I could wear lighter gloves. So I could do this set, just use the gloves, and that drops my poise to 18. With the wolf, that would be 58 poise. And I get the grass crest shield. So that seems like maybe the better deal. You know what I mean? Because that gets you under 25.8. Or it could go even lighter. Let's see, what's it? Mask of the Father. Take the gloves up. And then I said the fast roll. 24.5. So 20, up to 24.5 there. That would be 55 poise. And that's a fast roll with the grass crest. Nope, it's not. So 24.25. Can go with this setup, the lighter Hollow Warrior setup with the Mask of the Father. Fast roll where I am right now. Let's see. Go up to 40. That gives you 100.8. That gives you 25.2. Okay, with the dad mask. Or without the dad mask. This is the lighter Hollow Warrior setup, 25.6. You would need 102.4. So we need like 10 levels. That could be the way to go. Right? And then 23.1. We'll drop down to an east-west shield, 23.6. And like no gloves. Because they don't even have poise on them anyway. Physical defense 141. So we could go with this setup. And that should be a fast roll. With no dad mask. Decent defense. Uses my east-west shield that I talk about. That's a fast roll under 92. What did I say? 100. What did I say? Let's look at this. One more time. Almost done. Almost done. That's 96. 96 divided by 4 is 24 even. Could wear some traveling gloves. Could wear some. Not quite. Not quite. Needs to be 1 or less. Could wear black sorcerer gauntlets. Get a little bit of magic defense in there. That's not bad. Oh, that's a mid roll? Oh yeah, because I gotta level up. So if I go 40 endurance, I can wear this setup. Or go no. I can do that. And that's 100% shield. No gloves. Right? And then maybe I go 41 and I can wear the gloves. 24.9. Let's try that. All right, 97.2 divided by 4 is 24.3. 24.9, so I can't quite. The 42 though. 98.4. It's 24.6. So that would do it. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna just start pumping hit points from here out. So this is the build, I believe. Oh, really? 4.9. What did I just do? 98.4. Oh, it gives me 24.6. There we go. Hey, that works. The traveling gloves from the original priest set, right? Cool. All right, so that's, and now I'm gonna get my one shoe. All right, so hollow soldier swag. Sorry for all of that. I should have known that ahead of time, but I mean, you know, sometimes you don't know what's gonna happen, especially with a new weapon. If I use a lighter weapon that weighs 4 or 6, I have a lot easier time getting into a build that I'm happy with. This is going to be 56 poise with the wolf ring. I've got power within. I got 5 heals to help carry me, help conserve Estus. I guess let's go kill Sif, right? You know? Sif of the Asylum. I think we're done trying to get drops. So there's one little thing we can do. We can't warp down there yet, but we're just gonna do a little quick run. It's a little side quest. We're gonna go spend our humanity with the Daughter of Chaos. And the reason for that, wow, how attractive. But I tell you though, this is a really good, it's a good outfit. We're done getting drops, so we'll go back to our wolf ring. Right, 56 poise is not bad. I'd rather 70 in my other setup. 56 poise with a 100% damage block shield. You know, if we take one more endurance, we could get the grass crest shield, which will give us some stamina regen, but I just don't feel like we really need it. Club versus club. Dung pies. Dung pies are a thrown item that give toxic status. If the enemy is even able to be made toxic. Oof, oof, what did I just do? I'm gonna get poisoned if I'm not careful. Just killing those guys for fun. You can run right past them. I should just run past stuff because I'm trying to get down here quick. I'm taking care of a little errand for later that I could do once I can warp to other bonfires, but the truth of it is I might die and lose my humanity from this point forward in the game. If I die before I can get back to my souls, then I'll lose my souls in humanity. Oh my god. See, this is why I just use the knives. Okay. Just use the knives on the flies almost all the time. And if I lose this humanity, it'll be annoying because I'll have to farm more humanity in order to do what I'm about to do. See, here comes the fly. I'm just gonna wait for it. Because I've only got, well, we're not going to look while we're on this thing. But I think we've only got, we need to give 30 humanity to this lady to do this thing for later. Don't want to farm it. Especially if I lose 10. I think we've only got maybe 35 at this point, maybe a little bit more total. So we're just gonna run back through here. It's a little bit annoying. Like I said, it'd be a lot easier if we could warp, which we'll be able to do after we defeat Ornstein and Smo, but I don't want to wait that long. And then find that I don't have enough humanity to do this, and that I have to go farm some off the rats in the depths or something terrible like that. So we're just gonna pay it. I'm gonna run down here. We're gonna pay it, and then we're gonna homeward bound, and then we'll go probably do the asylum real quick, and then we'll go do Sif. Oh, I didn't set a timer. I don't know how long I've been streaming. I think I started after 10. I've probably been up for like an hour and a half. Let's see. Let's see what it says in here. If I reset, if I reload, it'll tell me 94 minutes. Okay. That's about halfway through 3 hours. Let's just do 3 hours tonight. That way maybe we'll get through fourkings. Set for 3 hours. Set for an hour and a half. Okay, keep an eye on that. Okay. Gotta learn to start doing that. I'm not sure if stream length consistency is important. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to use, that's 20 humanities or 2 humanity, so that's going to be 10, so we're going to use those. That's going to bring us up to 20. She wants 30 to rank us up in her covenant. Covenants are, you see I'm a chaos servant, so I joined her covenant. There's 5, 6, 7 covenants or something in the game. It's basically like a faction within the game, and then you get different benefits for being different ranks and different factions. Usually, like in this case, she gives me some spells, and she gives me access to unlock this door that I want to unlock later. Which we could really go do now if we wanted to, but let's see. I need 10 more, so I'm just going to use 10 more. Right. And I actually have 8 left. That's not bad. Okay, and then I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to offer humanity. I want to offer all 30. She's sweet. She looks creepy, but it's not her fault. Chaos Storm, Pyromancy. We can actually use that with our Pyromancy if we attune it, because there's no ranks or stats associated have any souls. We can kill her and get her soul. We'll do it at the end of the game. I'm not going to do it now. We'll do it before we go into New Game Plus. We'll want to get a Estus Flask +5. Okay, Homeward Bone. Alright, stop wasting time. Now we don't have any humanity to lose. We've got a small amount of souls. Let's go to the asylum. But I'll show you why I wanted to spend that before I went to the asylum. Because the fight can be kind of BS. You can get... Did I ever get that salt? Yeah. You can get trapped when you drop in to fight this stray demon that we're going to fight. He has an area of effect attack, and you can kind of get trapped and die before you can get back to your souls if you die and go back again. And my hit points are kind of low because I've been trying to level endurance this whole time. So I may have put myself in a tight spot, you know. We'll see. Skip the cutscenes. Okay, here we go. We're gonna run through the tutorial zone a second time. Oh, missed. Oh. Give him a good bonk. Okay. Now, there's a guy up there that sometimes jumps down. So we're gonna make sure that everybody's dead. All right. Kill this guy and this guy. And then sometimes one from up there likes to jump down. But we're gonna go run around. If you walk out in the middle of this, you fall into the fight. Okay. So we go around it. You go down here. Don't worry about that bonfire. Let's just go ahead and heal up. There's one of these black knights in here. And it's close corridor. So what I do is I get over to the left, and then that gives me room to get around him and get the backstab. And if your weapon's big enough, mine wasn't. These are kind of tougher than the other ones, but you know, it wasn't that tough. This weapon's crazy strong. Okay, there's no archer here like from the beginning, but we have a surprise. Our friend Oscar, John Souls himself, has been resurrected, and he's now an evil hollow that wants to kill us. And he will fat roll, and he will try to kick our shield, and he will block. And he'll be very weak to this weapon. I'm telling you. Now we get his shield. The crest shield is maybe, I think, one of the best shields in the game because it has an 80% magic deflection or magic damage reduction and 100% to physical. It's really, really good. Other shields in the class, the Dragon Crest shield has 85 for fire, so if you're blocking fire. The Grass Crest has that stamina regen and only a 95% reduction in physical. The heater is 100% and 70 for fire, but it's very light. It only weighs 2. And again, the wooden shield and the east-west shield are just lighter, less damage blocking if you want to try to squeeze in before you can get enough endurance, right? But usually you're picking between these 3 shields, and I think we'll probably take one more level of endurance so that we have that option, and then we'll just roll with probably the crest shield, right, most of the time. As soon as we or the grass crest. I like the crest because it blocks so much magic, and a lot of times getting hit by magic bolts and stuff is like the worst thing, right? But grass crest is sort of that's everybody's favorite. So we'll grab one more port of endurance. Oh, you know, I fell for it. I fell for it. These little guys, these little skinny guys with the knife, man. They put in a lot of work. They'll get you. Especially with that 4-hit combo. I mean, later on when you've got a lot of levels means a lot of defense. Okay. Now we've got that cleared. And then here's something else we came here to do, right? This door, I didn't make a point of showing you the first time we played the tutorial. I just kind of ran through it real fast. But this door was locked. And then we found the key to it on top of that little church building up there at Firelink Shrine. Now we can unlock it. We can come through here and we can get this ring that's been sitting here the whole time that you might see if you play the tutorial. This ring lets you walk, you know how you walk real slow in water. If you put that on, you can walk fast in water, swamp, or that sticky tar. And then we're almost done. We're gonna top up our heals one more time. This might get a little dicey. I might not have enough hit points because I have not leveled up my vitality. So this might be kind of bad. We'll have to just see. This fight's mostly about position. Okay, so you start damaged. He does this stupid AOE. You need to get healed up, and then you need to get behind him and stay away from the where that hammer lands, because he does these moves where it's got an AOE. See, like that, and you want to block it, and you want to take a swipe at him. He's gonna jump. He's gonna stomp. You're gonna get around him. All right, you're gonna take your time. When he does that, it's gonna explode. So you can back away from it. I just want to stay topped up because my hit points are low. Okay, it's gonna do. He's gonna do his magic. Then we're gonna wait for it, and then we're gonna get in there and we're gonna punish him. Big hit. All right, he's gonna do it again. We're gonna back off. We're gonna block just in case. Then we're gonna get in there and we're gonna give him a swing. Okay, and then we're gonna get back out. He's gonna do it again. And we're gonna run in there and we're gonna swing. I'm using my running R1, one-handed. I'm gonna roll back. Okay, and then run in. I'm gonna bonk him. All right, doing good so far. It can go bad at any moment, right? So we're gonna get away from that explosion. We're gonna run back in. We're gonna bonk him. He's gonna hop, so we're gonna back up and block. And we're gonna go back in. We're gonna get around him. We're not gonna punish on the stomp because we may not have time if he does that to get away from it, right? So we're gonna play nice and conservative. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna wait. We're gonna run in. We're gonna hit him. He's gonna do it again. We're gonna roll back, block. Okay, we're gonna run in. We're gonna hit him. Okay, don't get greedy. Don't go for another one. He's gonna stomp. Okay, don't punish. Just get your position back. Okay, he's gonna stomp again. You can kind of punish. It depends. Like, you can do it, but then if he goes for that, see, it puts me in a position where I might not be able to get back in there. And there's not really any reason, because he's not hurting you unless you're too close to the stomp, right? And he's not hurting you if you're all the way back here, right? And then you run in and you hit him, and there's no reason to get greedy. You know, he doesn't put a lot of pressure on you. Most of the bosses in this game don't put a lot of pressure on you. Okay. We're gonna hit him. Don't get greedy. Wait for it. We'll go in and we're gonna finish the fight. Look at that. One shot. Easy work. Very strong weapon. It can get a little bit more complicated if your position gets bad and he gets you into a corner over here where you don't have room to get away from the AoE and the explosion. Oh, he drops a Titanite slab every time. So if you didn't get one from the wizards, you can plus 15 any weapon right there. It can get kind of complicated if you get in a bad position, or if you get greedy, don't give yourself time to get away, if you have too little hit points, or if you just get bad luck. He can hit you with that AoE in the first hit as soon as you drop down and you're weakened, and the fight will end instantly. So, you know, kind of frustrating. Another one of these guys. We're going to back up against the side wall right here to bring him over so that we've got room to get around him. And, whoops, it didn't get the backstab. He got the block. We're going to back up. Going to get him to the left side. Come on, take your swing. Take your swing. Right there. Didn't get around him. All right, we're going to try again. Going to get him over to the left side of the hallway. Okay, take a swing, and get around you, and the backstab. All we got was a red slab. Oh, because I didn't have, well, it's okay. We already got the Black Knight sword. That's all we needed. This is a peculiar doll. This is the cell that we started the game in, by the way, right? And that's an item that we are going to use to enter the painted world of Artorias. No, Artemis. Artemis? Artemis? Ariamis. Yeah. The painted world of Ariamis. Which is like I don't know if it came with the DLC. I think it might have. Or if it's just a bonus area in the main game. But it's a self-contained little area either way. It might have been with the main game, but it's a self-contained little area that has its own little boss, and it's neat. I like it. And it's a good place to farm some extra souls if you get to a point where you're like, I just don't have enough strength for my build. You can go in there and in like 20-30 minutes get enough. Or if you're doing a magic build and you want to buy all the spells, you know, or send your pyromancy flame to the max where you need like 250,000 souls. That's a good place to go get 250,000 souls. I don't think, excuse me for yawning, I don't think we're gonna need to farm. This is where you find that key that got us the rusted iron ring. All right, we're rocking. We're doing really good. That went really well. So now, let's just spend these souls real quick, right? Let's grab one more point of endurance. I guess that's all I can get. That should give us the option to use the grass crest. Oh, it's so bad. Look at that. I can't use it. I should have tested, should have done the math. .6, let's see. Let's do the math real quick. There might have been a mess up. 24.9 with no gloves. Okay, so if I want to use the grass crest or a 3 kilogram, I just take those gloves off, right? And then if I really want to bother getting some gloves back on, I can take one more point of endurance later. But I don't think we really need it, right? If I wanted to wear my full set, we probably have to get, what did I say? It was like 57 endurance or something to wear the full armor set that I like to wear. Oof, not worth. The gloves didn't have any poise on them, so it's not a really big loss. Got a fast roll. Got a 95% block in the stamina regen. So, let's go beat Sif. I don't want to pay for the... I don't want to pay for the seal that opens the door, so I'll go the back way. Which is kind of a long run. If I haven't said so, thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for sticking with me. I know I run the long way a lot of times. And I sit and I do a lot of equip load math. Maybe it's not the most fun thing to watch, I'm not sure. But it's how I play. Also kill those guys every time, just about. Andre.
Well, need
Real quick, let's just repair everything. Alright, good deal. We're gonna go fight Sif the Great Grey Wolf. He's the companion of Knight Artorias. Artorias of the Abyss. There's a bunch of game lore that's associated with these characters that people have discovered throughout the course of the several games. If I die to Sif, I'm going to run back exactly this whole long way. So just prepare yourselves. That I'm going to run this whole long way. And I'm not going through the dark wood like a sane person. I'm going to go up behind the Hydra. You climb the ladder, kill the cats. No, they're not cute kitty cats, they're mean kitty cats. So, they're big, ugly, mean monster cats. But sadly, Sif the Great Grey Wolf is a doggy, and we're going to have to kill him. And it's sad. Nobody likes it. This is kind of how most people tend to play, right? They run, they do like it's all timing and spacing, right? Oh, look down here. So this is something. This is a summon sign. Normally you have to be human to see summon signs for NPCs, but in this case, if I touch this, then that Lady Dusk that we saved from the Golem reappears, and you can shop at her shop and buy her spells. And her armor. Oh, here's, for example, so we're moving slow, right? But if we put on the rusted iron ring, then we move at normal speed through the water. Right, that's kind of cool. That's helpful in a couple of places. But we're going to mostly use the wolf ring. Because the boys. This is another ladder that I see people climb down the slow way sometimes. And it's like, oh man, you can slide the whole way down. If we die to Sif, we're going to do this again. Okay. This whole run from Firelink Shrine. Real careful right here. We're kind of over leveled for this. I would normally probably come kill Sif with the +10 weapon. If we go up that way, there's NPCs to kill, and there's a couple items in our armor set to pick up. If we go this way, we go pretty much straight to Sif. But there's a couple of monsties that we gotta kill right here. See them over there, being creepers? And they're kind of heavy hitters. You don't want to aggro them all at once. You want to wait for the one to come over here. There's 3 of them. And then they kind of are bounded by this little cliff, although they can still hit you. So you kind of want to... They move fast, they hit hard. They'll knock you over, right? So they're kind of annoying. And then they'll back up out of here. I never have that easy of a time with them. I usually have to let them reset. I usually have to kind of cheese them from down here. Okay, here comes the second one. Maybe the second and third one. Sometimes if I'm coming down here real early, oh, bad. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Sometimes if I come down here real early, I'll cheese them with poison arrows, even. Hit them with enough poison arrows that they tick down slowly over the course of like 5 minutes. Oh, see, that's what you get, man. Golly. But this is not bad. They stagger. And I can swing this sucker a bunch of times in a row. Look at that. Wow, easy work. Okay, and I don't think there's anything... And they don't respawn. So if I die and come back the long way through here, I don't have to fight them again, which is nice. There was a little mushroom guy, but I don't know where he went. Get a soul item right here. Large soul of brave warrior. It's pretty big. I think that's 8k. And then, you know, this is, if we go through here, there's NPCs to fight and mushroom guys. You can see them walking around back there. And I think there's an item or 2 to pick up. We can come back and do that maybe before the end of the game. I don't know that I really want to do it after beating Sif. I think I just want to beat Sif and then move on. We'll see, maybe, while we're up here, if this goes real well. Okay, so I don't know that I want to use the grass crest. I think I want to use probably the heater, just for the 100% and make it lighter. So this is a boss fight, but it hasn't begun yet. That'll turn to fog once the boss fight begins. You have to trigger him by approaching the grave. This is the grave, and that large sword is the sword of his master Artorias. He defends his master's grave. You can come back here and you can get this ring, which gives you bonus piercing damage if you use like a bow or like that rapier I was talking about. Or a spear of some sort. When we approach the grave, the boss fight will begin. I think I'm going to use Power Within. This may be a mistake. Okay. Okay, we're going to... I guess I'll let the cutscene go. Shouldn't be a big deal. It's dramatic. You touch the sword, there's the paw, there's the wolf. Very menacing. What's he gonna do? He's gonna grab the sword, and now we have to fight a giant wolf with a sword. How awesome is that? Okay. Hopefully my hit points haven't drained. No, they haven't. Okay. So we're gonna block. He's real jumpy. He jumps back and forth. He does this double swing that will kill you if you contact it. And that's what we want. We want to get underneath them. Okay, we're fine. We're good. We're gonna get close. We're gonna block. Oh, I got enough endurance to double block. That's awesome. Oh no, we're gonna die. Oh no, we're gonna die. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get underneath. We're gonna get close. We're underneath. We're gonna hit him. Big hit. Big, tremendous hit. Okay, we're gonna back off. We're gonna drink because our spell is hurting us, right? Okay, hang on. Hang on. We're gonna get under. We're gonna drink instead of punish. Okay. We're gonna get back in. Block. We're gonna roll in. He missed us. We're gonna hit him. Big hit, right? Back to our blocking stance. Oh, he went right on top. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. All right, come on, boy. Just gonna swing. We're gonna get in close. We're gonna get under. Under. He's gonna swing. We're gonna roll through it. We're gonna hit him, and that's the end of the fight. Wow. Covenant of Artorias. We need that to defeat the Four Kings. I'll explain that when we get there. Soul of Sif can become a weapon. We got a humanity and a homeward bone. Wow. Wow. Get homeward bone out of here. Power within ended. Do a quick heal. That was tremendously disgusting. Was it like 4 hits? Man, I tell you. You know, if you use a weaker weapon, it's way more challenging. You have to deal with his attacks. If you aren't so leveled in endurance, you can't block his double swing. You know, there's a lot of ways that different parts of this game become more challenging, depending on how you handle them. It's actually an easy game, right? If you pick the right stuff, if you know the right things, it's exceptionally easy. And you'll find that people who've beaten Elden Ring come to this game and they can't understand what the hype is because the makers of these games have had to steadily increase the difficulty of the games at each sequel. And people have just gotten good at these games. But this is sort of the one that invented the formula. And it's hard because of the traps and kind of the foolishness and nonsense that it throws at you. But it's not that hard mechanically when you know the game and know the fights, the individual fights. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll come back. And then I'll probably check how much time we got. Looks like on a 3-hour stream, we got about an hour left. This is kind of most of what I wanted to get done. I think what we'll do is I think we'll run through the woods here just to show you and collect everything or whatever, beat everything back here because it's not too challenging. And then we'll go back and spend our souls. And then we might give Four Kings a try, which is one of the Lord souls, but you can defeat it early in order to get an alternate ending to the game. So we'll do that. We'll go try Four Kings. And we might put on some heavy armor and cheese it, but we'll see. I'll be right back in a few. All right, we're back. Just had to take a quick break before I finish up. We're going to do about 1 more hour. If you're on the stream, if you're just joining the stream, or if you're watching the video on demand, thank you. Thank you very much. It would help greatly if you would like and comment and even subscribe. It would be a great benefit to the channel. You know, we're gonna be streaming here, every night. 10 p.m. Central, I think. You know, schedule depending, 9 p.m., 10 p.m. I think I like 10 p.m. Every night, unless I've got something going on, which I can't, and then I'll probably do a community post or something that says that I'm not going to be able to. So this area is the Dark Wood. There's a covenant associated with it. You can get a ring from the covenant that turns your fast roll into from like an 11 iframe fast roll to a 13 iframe backflip. There's some other benefits, NPCs that you can meet, and it's essentially the PvP covenant. So you also will find a lot of people that PvP will be here if you are human. As far as the enemies in this area, we've got these little mushroom guys, which are deceptive. They have a lot of hit points and they hit really hard. I don't think the little ones aggro until you start attacking them, but the big ones aggro. And then also, I thought there were some human enemies in here. I thought there was a ranger in here. And there's some items. So in this chest, we check our chests, right? That's not a mimic, I can just tell you. So let's see. We don't really want to get hit. See, that's a pretty beefy hit. And that is a lot of hit points because I hit hard. 355, and it's like not even a quarter of his HP. Ooh, see, that's a beefy hit. Look at that. But they don't run up on you. They just sort of steadily advance. Right? Bait to swing. Oof. Wow, that's a heavy swing. Boom. Trade hits. Oh man, alive. Don't get hit again. These guys are just rough, right? But let's see. Can I catch him with that? Nope. Nope. Oh man, I'm getting clobbered. You can tell I don't fight these. Okay. That's staggered. That's funny. Getting my endurance back up. Stamina back up. Stagger. Okay. Not nearly so tough the second time, right? Gold pine resin, these guys drop. You can buy it for like 500, I think, from an NPC. It makes your weapon have lightning. I'm not sure how well it would do against these. Even the little bitty ones. And then what, do they run to mama? They're kind of cuties. The gold pine resin gives your weapon lightning. Not all weapons can be... see, look, this guy died fighting those big boys. Okay, see, the chain is in the right position. And the enchanted ember, which... embers you give to the blacksmith, remember, and they allow you to... Oh, these are only 50 souls each, and they don't drop anything? I don't really care. What's that? That's gold. Why? That's just one of those flowers. That's where we came up, remember? And then that's the other side of the forest. That's the bridge we came across. I thought there was like an armor set over here or something. Oh, this is... Oh, this must be where we fought the cats. Oh, okay. Okay. That's why there was a little mushroom man that walked across here. Yeah, you can tell I don't go through this area very often. I usually just kill Sif and warp out. I don't ever get the enchanted ember, but... Like I said, you give the ember to the blacksmith. The blacksmith can now... what is it? Modify your weapon to an enchanted weapon, which is a different path, different upgrade path. Oh, you can go gold pine resin. They do drop gold pine resin. So if I had 10 humanity and that ring, I could come back here and farm that gold resin, but it's only 500 souls each. So I'll show you where to farm souls later on, and that's really the better place to... Oh, come on. Oh, whatever. That's the better way to do it, is to farm the souls in the painted world and then come out and buy stuff from NPCs. Okay, so I thought there were other NPCs on this side of the bridge. We're just going to go over here and encounter them. Some of these NPCs respawn and some don't. They're humanoid NPCs that look like players. It's sort of to simulate the fact that this is the main intended PvP area for the game. If you join her covenant, this cat you can talk to and join the covenant. If you join her covenant, you get bonuses for PvP. I think, I forget what it is, but you get and then these guys won't attack you. Look at that. It don't get better than that. Large club is really powerful. Alright, there should be a ranger over here. Yeah, and a knight. Okay. Ooh. Claymore Knight. He's hits kind of hard. Oh, and a thief. Oh, and light and a thief. Okay. We got 3 of them on us at once. This is not ideal. And then there's a mage over here somewhere too, so we definitely don't want panic rolling. Panic rolling. We definitely don't want all of them on us. Oh, okay. We're gonna drink. Ooh, we're gonna drink. So it's good we had that heater shield on. Okay. A little bit of distance. Try not to walk off the cliff. We're gonna get a drink. Here we go. That's alright. Fine. It's alright. 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 And we're gonna swing. And we're gonna clip them. Clip them again. One more time. He's dead. We're gonna drink. That guy seems to be stuck. Stuck on stupid. Got him. Alright, well that was a lot harder than I really needed to be. You can tell, like I said, that I don't come over here and fight these guys too much. And in the past when I have, I've opened up the sealed door with the crest of Artorias. I think there's a bunch of these little broccoli bushmen over here too. Little broccoli top mans. And there's that ranger. Ranger's somewhere in here. There he is. I'm just gonna hit him with the same. Got him. Easy work. There's one more left. He's a mage. Oh, the black bow of Ferris and Ferris's hat. Cool. I've never got that before. That's probably a guaranteed drop. Okay, this should be Broccoli Man territory over here. Again, I think this is where you can come up. Somewhere around here. This is where you can come up from, yeah, from down there. You can climb up over there. And it's all Broccoli Mans over here. There's one more of those NPCs, are humans, and he's a mage. Oh, yep, here it is. That's the ramp that goes back down to the Hydra. And there's the Broccoli Man, right on time. Oh, they can. Oh, see? That's what happens. That is what happens with 75,000 souls on the ground, and I have to run all the way from Firelink Shrine and waste all of our time, and maybe I'm gonna die and lose all those souls. That's what you get because you didn't pay attention. You let a Broccoli Man come up behind you. You missed swing. You staggered yourself. You know? And now the question is, how dumb are you? What are you going to do? Are you going to go kill some low-level enemy that you shouldn't bother killing? Right? And it's going to kill you before you can get back to those souls. Right? It's a long run. A lot can happen. You know? And everybody's watching you on the stream. Aren't you embarrassed? Not really. It doesn't matter. You get iframes during a backstab. Right. So I usually backstab that guy. That guy can't hurt me. Oh, do you need to go out? I'll take you out in a little bit. Bella's here. She came to see us. She probably wants to go pee. But she went out before the stream, so she'll be fine. This is not animal abuse. She just likes to tell me, not that it's immediate, but that I should be aware. She's very polite. She comes to let me know. Oh, maybe she is letting me know. I might have to take a little quick break. We'll see. Let's see what she says. Can we go in a little bit? Can you lay down for a little bit and then we'll go in like maybe 30 minutes? Would that be okay? Just lay down for a little bit and we'll go in like 20 minutes. She'll be fine. Well, she'll let me know in a second. She's kind of bugging me. You'll hear her talk in a minute. I'll let her tell us about it. Okay, don't fall off. You see, you fall off here and die, you lose all those souls. 75,000. You know? Like when we get to the painted world, it's not going to be that big of a deal. We'll be able to farm 75,000 in, I mean, maybe like 5 minutes. So it's not going to be a tremendous loss. It's nothing to get upset about and quit the game. You know? Yeah, do you want to go? Give me a few minutes and we'll go. Yeah, we could die right here. If we choose to mess around with these stupid crystal golems for no reason at all. When we shouldn't. You could die if you walked out towards where the Hydra spawns and fall off that cliff. You know? And we could run up here and we could get swarmed by 4 broccoli men and die before we get our souls back. We could fall off this little ledge up here too. And so we're probably going to be fine. But you always got to be aware. Just wait until we play some Project Zomboid. I might do Zomboid tomorrow night. Just take a break from Dark Souls for a stream, or if I have time, I might do an extra stream in the middle of the day and play some Zomboid. I want to play Zomboid. I want to play Grounded. I want to start a Medieval Dynasty series. And I might start doing those extra, apart from the 10 p.m. streams. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. But wait until we start playing Zomboid. You want to talk about some fatal mistakes. Okay, so there's my souls. I'm just going to grab those. And then we're going to back off a little bit. And we're going to see if we can find out where this broccoli man came from. I think these are a little bit tougher than the broccoli men down below. And here they come. So that's probably the one that came in and got me from the back. Just gonna use that R2. One-handed R2 on large club is phenomenal. Block. Swipe. Now we're feeling a little bit better. Just gonna keep an eye. And keep an eye out. Walk around the edges. There's several of them coming at me. Okay. Gonna make sure we don't get surrounded. Oh god, there's a bunch. Okay. Alright, there we go. Oh, missed. Oh, we're gonna die. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's like 5 of them. Oh man. Forget that. Alright, expeditious retreat. Quick drink. Okay. Bonk. 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 Ooh, another quick expeditious retreat and a drink. Bonk. Bonk. No, not too bad. They can kill you though. You know, and in service of what? We were going for this shiny object out here. We got assaulted by 5 broccoli men to get the Eastern armor set. Well, it's a pretty cool set. It's like the alternate John Souls set. You know, 20 poise on the body. Low magic defense, 12.3 weight, and you can compare it to the Elite Knight armor, 20 poise. The Eastern set's a little heavier. You know, low magic defense. It's fine. It's whatever. Eastern set's cool. You'll see a lot of people using the Eastern set. There's an NPC named Shiva. That's if you join the Covenant here, you can meet him. And he wears that set. So people like it. Oh, broccoli man. Now I see another broccoli man over here. Now I'm starting to see him in the dirt. I think these are supposed to be treants, you know? I'm not sure what's going on over here. This is like a big wide open area. Full of nothing. Oh. Is that the mage? And then broccoli man's. Oh, it's another night. Oh, it's another night. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna run. Drink. Alright, that's the mage. Okay, I'm gonna use the trees to block the magic. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, bad. Bad, 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 and I don't know where I am. We can lose our souls. Okay, we're good. Drink. Ooh, we're gonna roll. We're gonna drink. Oh, that guy came back. Oh, I forgot. Some of them respawn. Oh, man. This has turned into a real ordeal. Just to try to show you the dark wood and collect a bunch of dumb items I don't need. Alright, let's just go get our souls and move on with the game. What a bum stream. That's what you get. That's what you get being greedy. Doing stuff you don't need to do. Tell ya. It's the name of the game. What a joke. I went over there and I forgot. Some of those guys respawn. Okay. The one knight that I killed already, I don't think he respawns. I think there's a respawning knight and a non-respawning knight. Oh, we could die right there. That caveman swing is so good. We're just gonna go get our souls and bone out of there because I don't want to spend any more time on it. But that's the basic gist of it. Is some of those Dark Forest warriors respawn and some don't. They're worth a couple thousand souls each. They fight like other humanoid NPCs. They're based on the starting classes. So you have knights, sorcerers, a bandit, this guy with the axe. Some of them respawn, and I forgot, and I ended up with 3 or 4 of them on me at once. And then I missed that swing, and that bandit came in from the backside, and there's a cleric over there too, and shooting magic at you, man. That will get you. You know, and with 77,000 souls on me that I could sorely use to level up my hit points, which would make it easier to get it out of situations like that if I had more hit points. So I think we're about to just dump. Yeah, if I use the heater shield, I can use my gloves. Right. Yeah. We're gonna do that. We're gonna stick with the heater shield and the traveling gloves for a while. What I could do, I'll put a couple more into endurance. We'll do that when we get to the painted world. We'll put a few more into endurance. We'll just vastly over level. So this is where you could die doing something stupid. Running past something that you should have killed and you didn't kill it. Being in a hurry to get your souls back, and then you end up running into a bunch of dudes. You get surrounded. And see, here's the thing. I don't even know where those souls are now. Because I was running all over in those woods trying to avoid those guys. I have no idea where they are. I know it was near enough to aggro the bandit. So that means I was near the cat's little castle. So what I probably ought to do is go the long way around. Instead of going back up by all the broccoli men and putting myself in danger. I'm going to not fall off here. Number 1, don't fall off there. This time we're going to double back and go back around by Sif because we know that there's no enemies over there basically. Or none that we have to fight. Just all the mushroom people. Alright, so we're going to go back here past the cats. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to run past the Sif arena. And one thing I know from, I used to go through the sealed door, and when I would run from the sealed door to fight Sif, I know that you can just stick to this wall over here and you won't run into anybody. The mushroom people or anything. I used to be real scared in here because of some of those NPCs that just killed me. Okay. Go right up here. And then we're going to for sure have to fight the barbarian, or the bandit. I keep calling him barbarian. He's a bandit. Okay. And if I go out there to fight him, I might have to fight that knight at the same time, remember? But if I just pull him with the knife and drag him back across the bridge. And he can kill you. He's tough. Oop, see that? That battle axe is tough. He can kill you, for sure. But what you mainly do is you make him miss and then punish. Because the battle axe has a whiff animation. If you miss your hit, you're punished with a stagger. So that's mainly how you beat him, is you make him miss you. And then you punish it, hit him when he's staggered. Now we're going to go out here. We're going to stick close to this cliff. That's my souls, right over there. Oh, no, that's my souls. Oh, okay. Let's just go get him. Oh, there's the cleric. Grab the souls. This guy's easy. Is that second? Oh, look at you. Look at you thinking you're slick. Look at you thinking you're slick. Okay. Let's just get out of here. You know what I mean? There's just a few more NPCs down this side. There might be an item or two out there in the woods, a soul or something. I'm ready to move on. We got 80,000 souls to spend. We got 30 minutes left in the stream. You've seen me mess up a few times tonight. Let's... I'm gonna get maybe 5 levels. 4 levels. Yeah, let's do hit points. Big time. Hey, look at this happy man. Warrior set and the Black Knight sword. Very good. Looking good. We're feeling good. We got some soul items to use. Maybe we'll get a 5th level. 5k. 8k. It's not really going to be enough. Need 21 to level up. Okay. 4kings, I think. Right? I don't know why I used those souls if I'm going to go to 4kings. And what else we could spend them on? If we're going to use fourkings, we're going to use this crest shield. And we'll probably just wear heavy armor. We'll do it when we get down there. It is what it is. I don't know what else we could do other than... I guess we could go kill the Iron Golem, but I'm just going to do that when we go to Anorlando. And I want to do this before Ornstein and Smo. If I can. If I can get away with it. We might not be able to do it. This might be a mistake. Our hit points might be way too low. We might lose these souls. We certainly got the damage to beat fourkings. I think it's going to be very easy damage-wise. It might be hard hit points-wise. Uh-oh. Oh, my game froze. Okay. It might be hard hit points-wise. Could kill this weird dragon over here. Not worth it. Going to Blighttown. Going to Fourkings. No real reason to kill this guy. If you do want to kill him, you run out and hit him in the arm and then run back over here. And then sometimes he tries to knock you off with his wings, which is really annoying. So it's just really not worth it. For 3,000 souls, not really. Shoot past him. These guys are 1,000 souls each. We could try to kill them. Not really any point to it. More trouble than they're worth. But I mean, we can come back down here and kill them sometime if you want. I think they can drop dragon scales if you want to upgrade a dragon weapon. That's a bandit armor set. I do like that armor set, but we're not going to get it right now. I'm just going to run past these guys and get out of here. There's another ring up on top of a ladder right there that you can get called the Red Tearstone Ring. It's very good. It's a speed. People use it for speed runs. When your hit points are very low, it increases your damage tremendously. So they use it in combination with Power Within. Sometimes they get their hit points just the right amount of low, and then they'll just like one-shot bosses with the Black Knight Halberd. Oh, we never killed the Halberd Knight. That's the other thing we could do. Go back down the bottom. We could go right across the bridge from here and kill him. Maybe get the Black Knight Halberd. But it's not a Black Knight Halberd run, so there's no real reason to do it. Now we're coming at this guy. We had a +10 last time. Where are you? There you are. See him up there? Creepy dude. Let's see where you're at now. Oh, that's what you get. Messing around. It hits pretty hard. See all that endurance he took down? Or that stamina he took down? Just to try to get him with normal hits. That's why I backstabbed those guys. They hit hard. Got a lot of stamina and my shield blocks 100%. Now there's several of them in here, right? Just gonna drag him back into here. Did he not aggro? Let's see, he didn't aggro. Oh, buddy. So they're a lot like those Black Knights. They're called Dark Wraiths. See, now my backstab should totally kill him. Yeah. Okay, there's gonna be 3 more of them in here, right? Kind of want to fight them one at a time. So there's one over there in that stall. There's one somewhere else back there. And then there's one over here. So I think we get this one first and try to get him alone. Nope, that 2 of them. Okay, not good. Alright, let's go. I'm just gonna bring them all the way back out here. It's safer, you know. You don't have to take all this trouble just to do fourkings. You can run past those guys and straight into the fog gate. But I'm just kind of showing you the way that you can do to farm these guys. Alright, again, it's like you do iframes during backstab, right? Backstab will one-hit kill him now with the plus 15. He just takes his swings. Oh, see, he kicked me. Just like the Black Knight, 3-hit, 3-swing combo. And get behind him, backstab. It's just safer. Okay, now we're probably gonna just run straight through fourkings. Yeah, I'll take you in a minute, Belly. We're almost done with the stream. I think you can wait. It'll be fine. 19 minutes. We're gonna try fourkings, and if we don't succeed, then we'll just wrap it up early. I mean, early. It's already been 2.5 for sure. There's one more in there. I don't think we're gonna aggro him. We don't need to fight him. There's like 2 more out here. And there's some soul items I haven't picked up yet, so let's find where this guy comes from. Oh, right there. Dang it. He just jump scares you. He must be behind one of those columns. What a guy. Now, like I said, there's some other stuff to get down here. Right, large solar proud knight. There's some stuff to get if you walk around back in there and mess around. I don't think you can go this way. It just goes behind. And then there's some ghosts back here too, because this is that same area that has those ghosts. Remember those up there? Those that you have to use that curse to fight. And you don't really. Can you walk over there? No, you can't get to that. Is it an illusory wall? It is. Wow, I never knew about this. I wonder what's over there. Probably death. It's probably someplace stupid that I don't want to go. Yep, there's a dark wraith. Sure enough. Probably stupid. I probably don't want to do it. I'd end up running all the way back down here. If I've never done it before, there's probably a reason. The chain's correct. It's not a mimic. Oh, it's Titanite chunk. Oh, well that's neat. So now we know. If we ever need an extra Titanite chunk, because we didn't get what we needed at the beginning, if you want to upgrade to 15 early, you can get one right there. Okay, so if we get too close over here, the ghosts will come down at us. I think where we want to go is right up here. Soul there. Cracked red eye orb, we didn't need that. There's at least one more of these guys up here. And there's this, oh, there's one of these sludge monsters. Yeah, okay. Alright, 2 of those guys and a ghost and a sludge monster. Okay, this is not great. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can just exploding head thing. That's our boss fight right there. And ghosts attacking us. They can probably attack us through the fog wall. So we're just gonna go down here. I don't think they can come through the fog wall. We have to switch to the Covenant of Artorias because the Abyss is like a bottomless pit down here, and you have to have the ring. It even says right on it. The wearer can traverse the Abyss. Now we're gonna cheese this. We're gonna wear the crest shield to block magic. We're just gonna wear John Souls, I think. Elite knight armor. We're gonna all that math and stuff that we did before. We're at 41 out of 99. We're gonna mid-roll. We're gonna block. We're gonna bonk our way to victory. You don't really have to run through here all the way down. You can kind of jump, but a lot of people will hit the stairs on the way down. You jump into the bottomless pit with the ring. Here we are. We're in the Abyss. This is a boss fight. That's a person. 4 kings. There's the king right there. You got to get in there close, right? You got to get right up in there. We got to hit him. Oh, it's not hitting very hard. Gonna drink. Okay, that's 1. There's 4 of them. And maybe sometimes 5. Oh, a grab attack. Oh no. That wasn't very good. Okay, it didn't kill us. I'm gonna drink. Walk on. Gonna hit hard. We're gonna two-hand. Two-hand. Drink. Swing. Swing. Oh, 1,000. Swing. Oh yeah, we're getting them. We got him now. We got him now. Okay, where's the next one? This is mainly a DPS race, right? You have to be able to do enough damage per second to these guys. That's magic. We're going to block it with our magic block shield, right? We're going to block that. We're going to get in close. We're going to roll it. We're going to two-hand it, and we're going to bonk them. And the thing about it, like I said, is you got to do enough damage that they don't spawn 2 or 3 of them on top of you. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Didn't kill us. We're going to spam drinks. Drink. We're going to drink twice. I'm gonna lock on. There, he's dead. Alright, 1 more. There he is. Okay, we're gonna get our shield up in case it does magic. We're gonna get in close. We're gonna avoid the grab. Oh, that grab! I don't know how they telegraph it. I don't know how to know they're gonna do it, so I can roll it. That's okay, we're not dead. We're gonna drink again. Alright, we're gonna get right in there. And we just gotta get 1 hit in. 2. There we go. And that's it. That's 4 kings. You know, maybe we're over leveled for it. Maybe we cheesed it with heavy armor. You know, John Souls build, there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. What we're doing right here. With that slow roll. Look, it's just another way to play, right? This is probably the build that most people would go with. And now that we've done this, there's a bonfire down here. right? The bonfire will actually let us warp to other bonfires. Only this one for now. We got 81,000 souls to level up. And we got this funny guy. This is the guy that leads you to the alternate ending. There's a guy in Firelink Shrine that will send you to the first ending. This guy will send us to the alternate ending.
Undead warrior, conqueror of the four kings, is this not your wish? To know the truth of men?
Yeah, I do.
Wise choice. Prove you must that the truth becomes you. Seek Anor Londo.
Right.
And claim Gwyn's El, the Lord Vessel. Now, go, undead warrior. Show the world that the truth becomes you.
So you have two paths. There's an obvious path through one of these guys. His name is Framped, and he appears in Firelink after you ring the second bell of awakening. He's the one that's awakened. And he'll tell you that you're the chosen undead and that your job is to replace Lord Gwyn and become the new Lord of Fire and extend the Age of Fire. You know, at the beginning they talk about the Age of Ancients, and then the darkness came, and then there came fire and such. And Gwyn became the Lord of Fire, something like that, the Lord of the Flame. And then you are you are supposedly the chosen undead to come and replace him. But then if you take this guy's path, you reveal some truth, whatever it is, and instead of taking the path to replace Gwyn, you actually take the path to extinguish the flame forever and return the world to the Age of Darkness. So that's what I'm doing. It's cooler. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. When you start the new game over, you can choose the other ending. It really doesn't matter at all. I wanted to take an extra endurance for our other build, kind of, but I don't really need it. What I need is hit points really bad. Or an extra attunement to put my heal spells back in. An attunement slot, and then a hit points. Let's do that. Right, and then we'll back out of here, and then we'll attune magic back to heal, and then put that on power within. And now we got our 10 heals back, and we got power within. But I might just stay in the John Souls build, right? I mean, that's a slow roll, but it doesn't really matter. You know, I don't panic roll that much, so we'll try it. We'll try it their way. Mid roll in a grass crest. Like, this is kind of a more classic build. Let's go back to Firelink Shrine. How much time do we have left? Did we kill the Iron Golem? 8 minutes. 8 minutes 40 to get to Anor Londo. We can do it. Oh, let's change that ring back. I will say with this build, 86 poise and 193 defense. You know, it's really good. Mid-rolling. Very fashionable, right? This is the John Souls fashion build from the thumbnail. It's really good. John P. Swagmeyer, John G. Dark Souls. It's a little bit slower, right? Your movement speed is slower. So when you're in full empty gear skinny mode, your base movement speed is actually faster, and you can run around enemies. Like, I always run around that guy and backstab him. I couldn't dodge that arrow. I couldn't do that time. I had to block real quick because he was going to shoot me. But we have lower hit points, higher armor, a little bit tankier. A little bit of a slower roll, you know, it's whatever. What did I come down here? Oh, Because we can upgrade this armor too. I'm not going to do it. Let's go back to Sens Fortress. We only got 8 minutes left in the stream. So we're actually just going to... Oh, I didn't get my... Yeah, it's okay. No. Yeah, it's fine. I didn't rest at Firelink. Hang on a second. Get one more level. Hang on, I know. I know, that's me. I'm always going back. I'm always running extra. This is the last place we rested. What we want to do is we want to go to Firelink Shrine and we want to rest there. And it wouldn't be a big deal. But I want 20 Estus flasks. Oh, look, see, he's wearing... Oh, that's cool. That's Ornstein's armor and the Man Serpent Greatsword and the Grass Crest Shield. That's a cool little armor set. It's a cool build. I'm not sure where he got Ornstein's armor. I have to look that up. That's really cool. Oh, I think you buy it. That's right. You buy it. Wait, where am I going? No, that's not where I wanted to go. Sorry guys, it's getting late. You buy that armor, Domhnall, the guy that we talked to very briefly in the depths before going into Blighttown, he actually appears over there underneath that bridge. You might even be able to see him sitting over there in the corner of that pillar over there. You see a little guy right above my head? And he sells that armor. He sells the armor of bosses that you've defeated. And there's Frampt. Frampt is going to be mad at us if we go talk to him because we talked to his brother. We're going to kill this guy later. He sucks. I hate him. But we got to wait for After Tomb of Giants, which is another terrible place. So we're going to go up to the top of Sens. We've got about 4 minutes. I have a feeling I can kill the Iron Golem before 4 minutes is up. Okay, I'm not going to kill these guys this time. Even though I always do. 4 o'clock. We're going to get the Iron Golem Iron Golem killed. Oh, we already did kill the Iron Golem, didn't we? Oh yeah, we stomped him. That's right. So then what are we doing? Oh, we're just going to enter Londo. Okay. I keep saying we were going to kill him and forgot. We wiped him out already with our plus 13. It was such a joke, I forgot that we did it. Wow, that was outrageous. Oh, that's a way better combo. R2 into the R1. Because if you R2 and then R2 again, you get the big hit, but then it kind of staggers you because you do that little stomp. It's not really a stagger, but you know what I mean. Swing, womp, and we're gonna go right in here. This is that shortcut I was talking about. We opened it up, went back down. Instead of having to go through all those traps, it brings you right back up here. And then all you have to do is not fall into that hole. And then you get to run right up here past this archer, employee of the month. It's funny, I did all that math about how much weight I could have to wear that one set, and then in the end we just, you know, mid-roll anyway in the John Souls armor. Alright, so this is where we should have gone after we after we did the Iron Golem. You inspect that thing, and then these guys come. Ooh, getting tired, and they snatch you up, and they carry you away. They carry you away, far, far away. Over the mountain. Over the wall. To where? To Enerlondo. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And if you want to go back, you talk to that guy. Right. Talk to that guy and they'll carry you back. Alright, so this is a whole nother part of the game. This is we go through this, basically this whole area, all this stuff you can see right here. Not all down there, but that big castle cathedral thing and this little cathedral thing over here. And at the end of that, it'll be the middle of the game. And these guys... Oh, that's the end of the stream. Alright, well, let's get to a stopping point. We don't have to fight these guys, really. There's a couple of items. There's an item in a chest over there. I think it's a Demon Titanite. I can't remember. There's a couple of chests over there. One of them's a mimic. We don't really need to fight that. There's a bonfire down here, which people are like, oh, bonfire, right? And it's got a firekeeper, which is kind of cool. We'll probably kill her for the soul later. I don't really care. I'll do a long run back. You know what I mean? I'll just do a long run back so that I've got the 20 Estus flasks. You know? I like the Firelink Shrine. All you gotta do is not die. You know, and then you don't gotta run back. Gargoyle. Oh, nice one. Nice one. Just keeps knocking me down. Oh, I'm gonna die. I said don't die. Use my Estus. What a dink. You know, that's what I get for talking. What a dinky do. You know, there's some stuff you can grab around here. There's a Demon Titanite that I know is a Demon Titanite in a chest around the corner there, but we don't really need to do it. We're just going to run right up here. Again, people's comments and blood pools kind of give it away, but it's supposed to be like, you have to really wonder where you're going. And then you hop off this dude right here, and you get in here, and then you go in here, and then there's these guys. Oopsie. Okay. And they're kind of dangerous. They can parry. They have a fast weapon that hurts. They're annoying. And then there's this area. This is also difficult for people. It triggers their fear of heights and their fear of, you know, being able to navigate narrow walkways. You can walk on these corners. It's really not that bad. And then there's these guys up here. And then to make it worse, they throw knives at you, which knock you back a little bit. So that's frustrating. Right? He's trying to knock me off the beam right there. I'm trying to make me fall. Oh, 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 oh! Don't fall. Don't die. Don't leave your souls on the rafters. Don't have to run all the way back from Firelink Shrine at the end of the stream. Wow. That's what I get for talking. It's what I get for talking, right? So, next time on John Souls, we are going to run back to Anorlando, retrieve our 20,000 souls or whatever it was from the rafters, and we're going to run through and beat Ornstein and Smo. That's what we're going to do. There's going to be several surprises along the way, including the archers of Anorlando that everybody hates. But with this big bonk stick, I don't think we're going to have too much trouble with it. I think we're going to get right through it. Without incident, because I think he's just going to get knocked right down with this big thing. Hey, there's John Souls too. Look at that. He's wearing the crest shield. And he's using what for a weapon? Too bad. John Souls. Alright, well, thank you for watching the stream. Bella's ready to go outside. Bella, do you want to say hi? Can you get him? Get him. Get him. You hear that? You hear how mean she is? Get him. Get him. Gonna get him? No, she don't want to get him. They're nobody to get. She's smarter than that. She doesn't just bark on command. She'll only get him if there's actually something outside. Like, or if the cat, it doesn't have to be anything bad. But if the cat is messing around under the house hunting mice, then, and she doesn't always like that because it makes noise, then she'll get up and bark. And then if I tell her to get him, she'll get him. And she'll give us a good mean bark. But right now she's got a real sweet face on and her ears are down. And she give us a little bit of a growl, right? To get him. Get him. Yeah, get him, girl. Get him. Mean girl. No, she didn't want to. She's not really mean. But if she's activated at barking, then she'll go to town. If you tell her to get him, she'll just like rah, 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 rah. Look real mean. She's a mean girl. Just a mean girl. She's pretty. She's a pretty dog. She's very pretty. Maybe I'll put her up on the Be Right Back screen one day. You can see. Look pretty Bella. Yeah. She's a sweetie. All right. Thanks for watching. If you're catching this on demand, please comment. Please comment. It'll mean so much to me. Like, comment, subscribe to the stream, ring the bell for notifications. I'm gonna be streaming every night. You know, unless I'm out of town, on the road at the appointed time, then I'm gonna stream every night at 10 p.m. Central, and maybe sometimes during the day if I get a chance and feel like it. I might, we'll see how that develops, but I have stuff to do during the day most of the time. But if I get a chance, I might put in an hour on something else, start working on a series like Grounded, or Zomboid, or, I don't know. I might play some other little games and roguelikes and stuff. I've got stuff in my backlog that I can play, a ton of it. And I've got story games that I can run through. I like Borderlands 2, kind of. I can play through that. Maybe try to beat that. Fine, I've beat it before, but maybe I could try to play it again and go through the DLCs and stuff on that. It's a classic. I enjoy it. I've got Subnautica. I want to play that. And I've got Tiny Tina Tiny Tina Wonderlands. I've got a bunch of games. You know, I could do a Space Engineers 1 stream. I would say play a little bit of Planet Side, but you can't really. You have to turn the voice off on that because the people on there are pretty bad to listen to. And I've tried to play it again since I played it back in 2012, and it's just not the same game anymore. It's just not as fun. But I've got a bunch of stuff that I can run through and play. I've never played Red Dead Redemption 2. And that's a really good game. So I can play that blind. And I've been wanting to play it. I could do a GTA 5 run through, which is always fun. I enjoy that quite a bit too. So I've got tons that I can do. You know, as long as you enjoy the stream, and as long as you want me to show up. I'm gonna try to get on Twitch. I'll try to work that out tomorrow and see if I can get live on Twitch at the same time. Try to get my channel set up over there so that it doesn't look so noobish. Although I don't really care about that much. But I'll try to get that stuff done in time, over time. And then over the next couple of months, I'll also try to get a little bit better setup, maybe a better mic. I need to pick up a second monitor so that I can monitor some things in the background. And we'll just keep building it. We'll build it from 15 subs. You know, I've had this YouTube account for, I don't know, 20 years or something, I guess. Had to have been. Had to have been from a long, long time ago. And over the years, I've gotten, I guess, 13 subs, just random people subbing to somebody who never produced any video content whatsoever. How does that work, you know? But you're out there somewhere. Your accounts haven't been banned, so you exist. So surely you're seeing this pop in your sub feed, or you will when I start feeding videos. And maybe if I start feeding videos consistently and getting pushed. So that's another thing I want to work on. I'm going to start putting out some videos, cuts of the streams, I guess, and create series, gameplay series. So that'll be cool. We'll work on my video editing skills. Anyways, I'm just rambling. It's been over 3 hours. I'm going to go ahead and call it for the night. Again, thank you. Thank you for the watches. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the comments, likes, subscribes, and ring that bell, right, for notifications. I will stream every night 10 p.m. Unless I've got something going on, in which case I will probably put out a community post to say no stream. I'll probably start trying to do a community post every week, but if I have no stream, I'll try to put one out. I'll make that the commitment. And then on the next stream, next time on John Souls, we're going to do in Orlando, we're going to do Ornstein and Smo, and then we'll probably do the Painted World and maybe farm up a few extra levels for our build. Because our hit points are low, we could grab a little bit more attunement to put on some more heal spells, because we can have 2 more copies of heal in new game. So we'll probably just push attunement some more. You know, maybe 6 more levels. Push a ton of vitality up to 40. And we're going to push strength. We got to pump strength, man. Those are rookie numbers. Look at that. 26. That's just enough to swing the club. So we're going to push vitality to 40. We'll probably push strength. Well, we'll see. We don't want to get too over leveled. We're already pretty over leveled. We'll do Orlando. We'll do Ornstein and Smo for sure. We'll do the Painted World. And then we'll probably... We already beat Four Kings. So we'll probably try to go back to Tomb of the Giants is what we'll do. We'll do Ornstein and Smo. We'll run through the Painted World real quick to unlock that for farming. We might farm a little bit of Vitality and then an Attunement. And then we'll just go straight down into... We'll go save Solaire. That's what we'll do, because we got to get the helmet before Tomb of the Giants. So we'll probably go down. We might do Bed of Chaos. We might go all the way down into the into Lost Izalith and just do Bed of Chaos. I've never beat Bed of Chaos before. I know all about it. I know how to do it. It's lame. So we might go down there, and then that'll be tomorrow's stream. Ornstein, Smo, Bed of Chaos, Painted World. Because then we can get the light. And then we can, after we get the light, we can go and do Gravelord Nito and Tomb of Giants, which is a terrible place. I mean, the worst. And then after that will be the Duke's Archive and Seath, which I've also never done. So it'll be a whole bunch of firsts. So I've done Nito before. I've done most of Lost Izalith, but never beat Bed of Chaos. And then, or have I? I might have beat Bed of Chaos one time. I'm not sure. I've seen it a bunch of times. Anyways, I've said goodnight 3 times. Come on in. Come on into the chat next time, 10 p.m. If you're watching these on demand, you've heard me say it. Every night, 10 p.m. I'll start saying it more. Try to say it every 30 minutes. Every night at 10 p.m. Central. 11 Eastern. I'm going to do 2.5, 3 hours. So, we'll play lots more different games too. And I'll start doing some daytime streams here and there. Maybe an hour, hour and a half in the middle of the day, if I get a chance. And then later this year, I might even be able to start doing more daytime streams. Just depends how things go and how everything develops and what I get done this year. So that'll be it. Have a great night. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.